Hello, hello. Today we're going to be working on this 1 ounce fine silver round to commemorate Apollo 11's 50th anniversary. I've never made one of these into a ring before, so I'm pretty stoked to see how it's going to come out. I'm going to wait just a little bit before we get started. If anyone has any questions during this live, feel free to put them in the chat. And if you'd like to check out my shop, some other coin rings I make, go ahead and tap on that gold chain at the bottom of the screen or visit coinringmaker.com. Alright, give me about 30 seconds and we'll get started on this. Alright, so we'll get a really good look at the coin before we get started. Got the lunar lander there, US flag, astronaut saluting it. I think the back is really cool. It says that's one small step for man, one giant step for mankind. It's a really nice design. I think it's really cool. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing we're going to do is punch a hole in it. I like to lay down a little bit of paper towel on each side. Hello. And this is kind of cone shaped on the top, so this is going to automatically center our coin right in the middle. Move my phone out of the way so I don't hit it with the hammer. We're going to be using a 5/8 inch punch on this one, and we're going to just drive that right on through. There is our center punch. A little bit of the moon and 11 on one side. You got part of the astronaut, a pretty good chunk of the flag on there, and the lunar surface. Set that aside. Let's see how our coin's looking. Really like the concentric circles on the back of this. How cool those are. Again, if anybody wants to check out my shop, the link's right down here. You can also go to the link in my profile. I make a bunch of different types of coins into rings. If anyone has any questions while I work on this, feel free to ask. We're making this into a size 9 ring for one of my customers today. I already punched the hole in it. That's a 5/8 inch hole. And now we're going to clean up that inside edge right there. Looks pretty sharp and rough. We're going to take a deburring tool and cut away some of that, smooth it out. If y'all wouldn't mind tapping the screen a little bit, this is the slow boring part, so do bear with me as we clean up that inside cut edge. And if anybody has any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, okay? Have I ever made a Coca-Cola silver ring? I have to be really careful with like copyright and trademark stuff, so that's not really something I've been able to do. Like, I've had a couple people ask to do like Harley Davidson coins, and so far I've just turned them down because I don't want any legal issues that I don't have to deal with. I hope that makes sense. So I just avoid anything that's trademarked or copywritten. Happy Saturday. Yeah, it's going pretty good for me. Hope it's going good for you guys as well. That's looking pretty good and smooth to me. What do you guys think? Looks pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and anneal. This is a process where we're going to hit it with some fire. It's going to help soften up the silver and make it less brittle, so it's going to be easier to shape into a ring. Now, where are my annealing pliers? These will work. Usually I can't get it to focus very well while I anneal, but it's doing okay today. You can kind of see the coin. I think the camera's conflicted on whether it should focus on the background or the foreground, so it kind of jumps back and forth. But we're just waiting for this flame to turn kind of an orange color. That lets me know that the coin is hot enough. You can kind of see it right here. See that orange? That is our signal to stop heating. Got 1,000 likes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And that's just plain regular water for anyone who's curious. I'll dry this off real quick. I do want to encourage you guys to check out my shop. You can tap this little gold chain at the bottom of the screen here and take a look. I put a lot of work into it, and that's only any good if people visit it. So I do encourage y'all to go check that out. Now that we've got this annealed, we're going to go ahead and start folding it using our 1-ton arbor press over here. Shout out to Todd for getting me to 1,000 likes. Do appreciate it. We're about to hit 2,000, I think. Pretty close. Where? There it is. We're going to use our going block. And we want the Apollo 11 facing on the outside of the ring. So we're going to put that face down. Grab a little, this is Delrin. It's just really hard plastic. This is a 3/4 inch Delrin ball. I used to use ball bearings, but I found that this Delrin doesn't mash the coin details as much, especially with like fine silver. It's a bit softer than like 90%, which is what I usually work on. So that Delrin helps save the details quite a bit. Sometimes it can get stuck. Give it a little push out of there. Perfect. Hello, hello. How's it going? Hi, Desert. We're working on a new one today. I've never made this into a ring before. This is a Apollo 11 1-ounce fine silver round commemorating the 50th anniversary. Really, really cool round. And I already can tell this is going to make a really neat ring. Details on the outside and inside. The text is really bold. You've got a little earth over here, view from the moon. It's pretty cool. Really, really nice, bold text. Isn't it illegal to debase American money? Only if it's done with fraudulent intent. So if you were taking, say, pennies and making them look like dimes and trying to spend them, that's you know, with the intent to deceive someone, that is illegal. But as far as making jewelry out of it, there's not really any statute against it, as long as there's no intent for deception. Is that a special order? It's just an order from my website. I've had this round for quite a while, and when I get a new round, I usually wait for someone to order it before I make it, because depending on the size they order, there's different things that happen, and I want the details to be as best as possible. So after I finish this, we'll be taking product photos of it and adding them to the website. But there's lots of designs and different types of coins available at coinringmaker.com. How much is that? This is a 1-ounce fine silver round ring. Those are $300. but I do have cheaper options. For the half-ounce fine silver rings are $150. Quarter-ounce fine silver rings are $100. I also have 90% silver quarters for $100. 90% silver half dollars for $150. Morgan and Peace dollars are $200. Yeah, $3,500. No, this is just regular camping propane. I feel like MAP gas gets a little too hot for fine silver. And it reaches a higher temperature. Gonna go ahead and finish folding it over here real quick. Very nice. Well, since this is a size 9, we've already got it at like a size 13, so we're not going to have to stretch it out. We can go right to reducing it, which is the process of making it smaller. And as we shrink this down, it's also going to reduce kind of the cone shape it's at and make it more ring-shaped. And to protect this outside detail as we send it down the metal dies, I like to use Blue Monster. This is like a PTFE tape. It's a bit stronger than like the average white PFTE tape. And we're just going to wrap that around the ring a few times. If anybody has any questions while I work on this, feel free to ask. If you haven't yet, go visit my shop. Link is this gold chain down here, or the website link on my profile, or just coinringmaker.com. I'd love to get a size 15 made from an Aztec silver round. I have a couple options for those. I have them in ½ ounce and 1 ounce as well. The ½ ounce are 150 and the 1 ounce are 300. I can make both of those size 15. And really the only difference is going to be the thickness of the band. Like how much metal is on the ring itself. Trying to find a die this will fit in, and it looks like we're going to have to use the biggest one I have. Look how big that die is. And we're just going to push it just a little bit. It's almost to the bottom already. Too bad. And that should fit in the next biggest one now. Perfect. There we go. Throw a little more tape on it. thank you guys for watching. We're almost at 4,000 likes on this live. If you guys are interested in getting a coin ring from me, you can go to buycoinrings.com. You can use the coupon code WELCOME. It's going to save you 10% off whatever you order. It's my little thank you for watching me work today. If anybody has any questions, let me know. They're slowly getting it smaller and smaller. It's kind of cool how the details start to show through on the tape. They sell out quickly. Yeah, they make really good tools. I like Legacy brand tools, but they're kind of a smaller company, so their production runs are limited. I have gotten in contact with them on Etsy before, because you can like message sellers on Etsy when I was looking for a specific die that I saw they were out of stock, and they were able to get that made and sent off to me. So that might be something you want to try. Just reach out to them on Etsy and tell them what you're looking for. What is that? This is a 1 ounce fine silver Apollo 11 commemorative round, and we are slowly making it into a ring. But yeah, my favorite dies are from Legacy brand tools. I have a lot of Jason's Works stuff just because I was able to get a good deal on it secondhand from somebody who gave up on making coin rings. But I think Legacy brand tools is the best coin ring die maker that I've come across. I really like their stuff. Yeah, no problem. If you have any other questions, let me know. I've been making coin rings for about 3 years. So I've run into about every problem you can have. So I'm happy to help others avoid them. Let's take this tape off and see how it's looking. Tape is on there pretty good. Cool. I think we're still over the size 9 target. Yeah, we're at about a size 10, so we got a little more reduction to do. Yeah, I really like AMPEX. I always mispronounce it when I say that, but I really like them. That's where I'm able to get a whole roll of 90% silver Texas quarters, which are a pretty popular item for me. And it would be a super pain to try and buy them one by one. So I really do like them for their pricing and selection. They're very trustworthy too. It's a good source. Somebody said something else. Do work on customer provided coins. I prefer to work on my own. I do have a lot of options for you guys to choose from. It's mostly for like liability reasons. So like if something goes wrong during the process, I'd rather it be my property that gets messed up than yours. And if I work on my own coins, I'm able to like have backups on hand in case something goes wrong. But like if you understand that and you still want me to work on your ring or your coin, I have done it in the past, and I don't mind doing it again. I just really want to get like that out of the way. Like, I want you to understand that I could mess up. I could ruin your coin. If that happens, I'm gonna refund you completely and send back what's left. But like, there's not 100% success rate with coin rings. So I am a little hesitant to work on other people's coins, but I will do it if you understand the possibility that it could go wrong. We got that to size 8, so we're going to stretch it out just a little bit. Can I show the inside of the die? So I have a couple different types of dies I use. This one is, this is a Swedish wrap, so these are 7 degrees. My favorite dies are all 17 degrees. Those are the ones I do my initial folds with and also resize with. The Swedish wraps allow me to make something that's really big, very small, but they aren't so great for shaping. And then I recently got these. These are like 3 to 4 degrees. These are called Perfect 10s. And these allow me to get really, really nice straight walls. So I do use a couple different angles, different size dies as well. I've got a nice collection of dies. The most valuable coin I've messed up, I mean, it's probably, I don't know, the most valuable coin I've worked on was a 1/4 ounce gold eagle, but that ring came out really nice. So I don't know if that counts as messing up, but it was, when I bought it, it was like a $750 coin, and I'm pretty sure it's just gone up in value since then. So I don't really inventory gold too much because it's expensive to get and sit on. But I do have a lot of like fine silver and 90% silver options. And we got it just past size 9 there. Do a minor reduction. What's the most valuable coin I've had a fail on? That's probably going to be like a Morgan dollar. So here's some nice examples of some 64 Kennedys that I snapped and broke. I've messed up a Morgan dollar before. Really, really bad. It got stuck on my ring stretcher. And I ended up using, I had to use pliers to get it off, and that scratched up the outside really, really bad. This is that ring. It scratched up the outside so bad, a friend of mine recommended I just file off the outside completely. So we've still got the inside Morgan dollar details, but the outside, I completely sanded off because I messed it up pretty bad. But I think it still made a really nice ring. It's got kind of this fingerprint detail on it from the file. I think it's really cool. But yeah, that's probably the most expensive ring I've messed up in a while. I got to keep that one for myself and try again. Thank you. I did my first ring 35 years ago. Spoon on the edges and 2 metal ball bearings. Very nice. See, I started with a hammer and a mandrel. So this and this, basically. Took me a while to figure out how to get the hole centered just right. After that, there was no stopping me. I was making rings every day for like 3 years straight. I got infatuated with it. Made it into my full-time gig. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the first 6 months are probably call them the failing grounds. There we go. I got that right at size 9. That's perfect. And there is our ring so far. We're going to do a little bit to polish this up. I think it came out really cool. Polish. Well, guys, thanks for stopping by and watching me work today. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. We can talk for a little bit, but my work here is about done. I think this came out really cool. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit the follow button. I hop on here and make coin rings live pretty often. And if you found this entertaining, make sure to hit that follow button so you can catch me next time. By chance, do I have any silver Mexican coin from 1974? It's really tricky to find silver from the 70s and 80s. So pretty much the only Mexican coin I have is, grab it real quick, this Libertad. And this one's from 1984. They make really, really nice rings, but I don't have any more of them. This is the only one I have. But it is, it's fine silver. It's 1 ounce. 1984, really cool design. Makes a great ring, but I don't have anything in 1974 that's going to be silver. The only option I have for those is copper clad, quarters and half dollars. My most popular ring is the 90% silver state quarter coin rings, and those are $100. I can make those size 4 to size 12. And if you guys are interested in getting one of those, I've got them for all 50 states as well as a few territories. You can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10% at coinringmaker.com. So make sure to go check that out and take a look at my shop today. We're getting this thing nice and shiny. Thanks for following, Gary. Thanks for following, Jack. Yeah, I ship all over the world. Do I have start to finish videos since I came in late? Yeah, just go to my profile. Almost any one of my videos is going to be start to finish. Since TikTok is kind of short videos, they are usually sped up. If you'd like to see, like, in real time, step-by-step coin ring making, go to my YouTube channel. It's just called Coin Ring Maker. There's like 1,700 videos of me making coin rings on there. So that's a pretty good place to go. I repost all my TikTok lives on there, so you can see it step-by-step. So this will be up on YouTube probably in about a week. It does take a little bit of time to upload stuff, but I try to get it on there as soon as I can. And that's just called Coin Ring Maker on YouTube. Go subscribe. I've got like 6,200 subscribers on there. I can always use more. I'm a big fan of the YouTube ad revenue. So go watch my stuff. Wearing my birth year, 1964 half dollar, and love it. Got a lot of compliments. Actually, that's what I'm wearing too. Right here, 1964 half dollar. I really, really like this ring. Shipping to Ontario. I know shipping within Canada is rather expensive. That's really something like my website's going to have to figure out for you. I can't quite quote what the shipping price is going to be, because international shipping is just, it's so variable. But my packages are relatively small. They're only 7 inches by 4 inches. They're like poly mailers, and they're not very heavy, so I don't expect it would be incredibly expensive, but I can't quite quote what it would be. you'd have to go through the website and just see what it quotes you there. I'm good at math, but I'm not that good at math. Yeah, this is a 1 ounce fine silver round. This one is an Apollo 11 commemorative. 50 years since landing on the moon in 1965. Really cool text on the inside and outside. Size 9, so it fits me. Look at that. Look how bold that text is. And then the Earth as the O. Really nice design choice. I think that's pretty cool. I do have quite a few of the 1 ounce fine silver rounds available at coinringmaker.com if you'd like to check those out. Now, there isn't really much of a lip on this one. Usually there's a bit of raised metal here. There's just a hair bit, and I can feel it when I wear it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that away. Smooth it out just a sec. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, they're going to be under fine silver. So you go to coin rings, fine silver, and then 1 ounce rounds. Yeah, I understand navigating my website's a little tricky. But I've tried to set it up with the most logical flow I could come up with. That feels much better. I think we still got just a little bit left on one side here. Yeah, that's much better. What got me into coin rings? I saw one YouTube video of a guy named Skylar Jenkins make a quarter into a ring. And I thought it would be like an interesting personal challenge just to see if I could make one. And ever since then, I've been pretty much making them every day. I really enjoy it. Like a happy, unplanned side effect is other people like my rings as well. So I was able to quit my job and do this. It's pretty great. Did not expect to build a business around it when I first started. It's a happy surprise. Thanks. It took a lot of practice. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm usually pretty surprised when I get finished. I'm like, man, I made that. That's so pretty. So I'm glad you think so too. Size 13 and a half from a 1 ounce or a quarter ounce. I think so. The max size on the website is probably 13. But there's a place when you order that you can add a note. If you want 13 and a half, I think I can do that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not only thinking about like where my rings are now, but like why people wear them. So like making wedding rings or anniversary rings for people is like super, super cool. There's like layers of meaning in my work that like I'm not even responsible for, and I think that's super cool. Well, guys, again, I do appreciate y'all stopping by and watching me work. If I get another order in sometime today, I'll hop back on here and work on it. But for now, I'm all caught up, and I think this came out really cool. Really, really cool. Let's see if we can get a nice, good look at it here. What if like an astronaut ordered this? Wouldn't that be nuts? Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope to catch you next time. Peace!